Okay, Hot Wheels video number 2. This one is going to be store exclusives. The first of which is going to be a Walmart store exclusive. Let's see, this is the first one. Yep. They did a special 8-car set for the 60th anniversary of the Corvette. These came out and went very quickly. I had to go to several stores to try to get a complete set. Number one, because they went so quickly. Number two, whoever packaged these was not paying attention. The cards at every store, I'd say the majority of them were just all tore up. I mean, in bad shape. I really had to hunt to try to find cars that had good cards that weren't too terribly dinged up, or hopefully not dinged up. This one's got a few. But anyway, so there's 8 cars in this set. Here, we'll flip it over so you can kind of see. 4 of them are more vintage, classic models, and the other 4 are more recent. Okay, so the first one is the 1958 Corvette. One thing that I do kind of like on these is that each card, the art is different. I mean, the logo, everything here is the same. It's this right here is different for each card to match the car in the blister, which I think is interesting how technically these don't match because this is convertible, this one is not. But still, it's kind of cool. I like that. And then here is the 55 Corvette. Oh, I got these out of order. Well, this is number 4 of 8. I'm not going to worry about the order. But the 55 Corvette. This one here is metal on plastic, whereas this one is metal on metal. Convertible, red. Oops. And we got the convertible image up here on the top, so that one at least matches. Tell you what, let's do all the vintage ones first. Then we'll do the more recent ones. So here's the 63 Corvette, which is one day, when I finally get my vet, it'll be a 63. I don't know why, I've always been drawn to the 63. I think because it's got that split window on the back, which they quit making because technically that split window is kind of dangerous. But anyways, the only problem with this one is it's a little out of the scale's pretty wonky because it's got this huge engine block and blower and stuff sticking up here, and it's got these great big wheels on the back. Other than that, I mean, it is a cool car. I like the colors on it. I like the greens. And then here's the other more vintage. This is a 70. What did it say? What is it? 75. Yeah, 75 Stingray. Metal base, which is always nice. Metal on metal. Very nice color scheme on this. Love those stripes. This is probably one of my favorite out of this set. When I was growing up, of course my dad's always been a Corvette fan, but there was a guy that lived across the street from us. I think his was a 75 or 76 Stingray, black. And I mean, he worked on that thing and polished it every single day. And we would just drool. All the kids in the neighborhood just drooled over that car. Alright, here's the C6 Corvette. Again, you know, more modern. I mean, it's got some nice tampos and graphics, but like I said, I really like the more classic models. But I mean, it's not bad. It's not bad. There's another Corvette C6 convertible. So basically, this is a convertible version of the other one. Not the most interesting paint scheme with the gold and the yellow, but still, it's not too terrible. Not too terrible. And then we have the 2011 Grand Sport. This one was probably the hardest one to get when I was trying to get this set together, because for some reason every single one of these I found until I found this one were just so torn up. And even this one, if you look, the blister is just a little bit too far to the left. Obviously there was some weight on here because you can see, well, I don't know if you can see, maybe if I hold it in the camera, you can see right here where the car's kind of scuffed up the inside of that. Like I said, the quality control on the packaging on these were just totally wonky. And then here we have the 2012 Corvette Z06. I do like this one. I do like this one in just the black, the gray racing stripes, nice little Corvette logo on the front, painted details on the lights there in the front. I do like this one. Oh, it's pretty cool. So there's that set. Now also at another store, at Kroger's grocery store, also known as Ralph's in other areas, they are doing a what they're calling the scavenger hunt, which these are 6 cars that are part of the main line but only available through Kroger or potentially Ralph's, since they're the same, one and the same. So let's see here. They're kind of released out of order here. There's 3, 4, 5. Okay, here we go. Alright, so the first one here is the tire fryer. It's this little hot rod here. That's not too bad. It's kind of cool. It's got a metal base. I think the only thing I'm not too crazy about on this are the wheels. I don't know. It'd be nice if they'd... Well, I understand why I did the orange. Tire, fire, you know, it's supposed to be on fire. So, I mean, I understand that. I like the car. For some reason, I'm not crazy about the wheels. So that one was one of the first 2 released, and this was one of the this is one of the first 2 released as well. Sorry, I'm getting tongue-tied. This is the Scorcher, which I found one of last year's Scorchers the other day. I didn't buy it for some reason, but this one's done with this nice metallic orange, which I do like the colors on this one. The graphics on the side are okay, but I will say, for a scavenger hunt, you would think these would be pretty limited, but they're not. I mean, there's just tons and tons and tons of these. So the second wave, Pony Up, this cool little green and neon orange and yellow sports car. I like that one. It's pretty cool. And this one's an interesting mold. This is the Vulture. This is the second of the car of the second wave. It's this weird little futuristic looking race car. I kind of like the asymmetrical design here on this as well. Just you've got this metal piece that comes down, you know, exhaust pipe that comes down here in the middle, and then you've got those on the side there. I like that. That's pretty cool. I like this one. There's 2 more I haven't yet to find, although some people have found them. There's a car, it's a red sports car called 40 something, and then the other one is Tesla Roadster, you know, the electric car, you know, the Tesla. Have not found those 2 yet, but keeping an eye out. This set is driving me crazy though. There was one other Kroger exclusive that exclusive series that came out recently, last month, and that's the Superman set. It's a cool set because each car kind of goes along with a particular era of Superman. So this one here, this is the first car in the set. You got this nice vintage Action Comics version of Superman on a '64 Buick Riviera. Color scheme's pretty cool. You know, very Supermanish, very cartoony comic book. It's got the metallic red on the hood. It's pretty cool. Here, we'll look at the back too, so you can kind of see 6 cars there in this set. Technically, there's 7. The 7th one is not shown on here, but I'll get to that in just a second. So these came out at Kroger last month, and literally, I mean, overnight vanished. And I had been going to Kroger, and not all the Krogers got these. Only about half of them here in town got these. The other half have never seen them, know nothing about them. So here's the Super Friends era Superman on a '65 Pontiac GTO. Cool. I like the green and the blues are nice. It's got the Super Friends logo there on the side. Pretty cool, pretty cool. Now here's the third car, Man of Steel, which I don't believe this has to do with the movie at all. I think this just has to do with the comics. But this is a custom 2011 Camaro. It's nice. I like the colors. That red paint. This red paint scheme like this, that metallic kind of Spectre Flame looking red. Every time I see a car with that red, I have to buy it. I don't know what it is about that red. What else? Here we go. This is the 8 crate, Kryptonite Nevermore, which is actually a storyline that came out back in the 70s. Something about like all of the kryptonite on Earth was destroyed, and somehow Superman became impervious to it. Then it was all destroyed, but then he started losing his powers, and then some sort of doppelganger sprung up made out of sand that had a whole different set of Supermanish type powers. I believe DC has released a trade paperback of that storyline. I'll have to get that one and read it, or borrow from somebody and read it. So car number 6, Jaded. This is from the, this would be the animated Superman. Although I think it's interesting how the Superman logo there on the side, it's got that drippy blood looking paint. It doesn't look very Superman animated adventures. It looks more like Death of Superman, which the funny thing is, the last car, well, one of the last 2 cars I need that I have not been able to find, the '05 Ford Mustang, the card on it is the Death of Superman cover, which the best I can figure is that when these came out, everyone talked about there was a chase car, and everyone thought that, from what I'm kind of gathering, is that that car, that Mustang that's on the Death of Superman card, was the chase car, because, well, that was kind of a big issue. Technically, it's not. That book's really not worth that much. The only ones that I've seen that are worth or selling for very much are the ones that have been AFA graded. But generally, I think at this point, that book's not just super collectible. At least not now. Maybe in another 30, 40 years. So that car dried up, and I mean, nobody has had it. I have not been able to find it anywhere. So I still need that one to finish this. But that wasn't the chase car. There is one more car that is not shown on the card. And was it the Phantom? Is that what the mold is? The casting? I think that's the casting on the car. But it's a translucent green plastic, so it looks like it's made of kryptonite. And then the card has the Superman logo, all green, like it's been carved out of a kryptonite, kind of exploding out at you. That is the chase card, and I'll have to see if I can't find a picture of it online. That car, oh, it's crazy. Once I figured out, oh, that's the chase car, I'm trying to get a hold of one, and cheapest I can find is like $30, $40 for this one car already. It's crazy. So that is the store exclusive additions to the Hot Wheels. If you have any questions, feel free to leave comments. There's quite a few of these. Maybe if anybody out there wants to try to get a hold of any of these. We can work out a deal. Probably won't be until later on in the week, although, because I'm going out of town, but, if you don't have a Kroger in your area, Superman's out of the question. I can't find any more Superman. I can't find any more of the 60th anniversary, but those are at Walmart. Hopefully you can find them. But I can probably get some more of these if anyone's interested. So, alright guys, thanks for watching. Talk to you later. Bye.